Welcome back, everyone. So, this is a podcast on ancient Indian history, and we will start with Harappan civilization, which is also known as Indus Valley civilization. So, the period of this civilization is estimated from 2500 BC till 1750 BC. Remember this name, John Marshall. He is the first scholar who used the term Indus civilization. So this civilization belongs to proto-historic period in the Chalcolithic and Bronze Age period. The main axis, or you can say the heartland portion of the civilization, lay along the Harappa, Ghaggar and Mohenjo-daro axis. There are some important sites such as Ropod on the banks of Satluj in Punjab. It's in the north. It's said to be the northernmost site of the Indus civilization. Then there is Manda on the bank of Chenab, which is in Jammu and Kashmir now. The southernmost sites are Bhagat Rav on the river of Kim. It lies in present day state of Gujarat. Then there's the site of Daimabad. It is on the river Pravra, which is in today's state of Maharashtra. On the eastern flank of the civilization lay the site of Alamgirpur, which is in Hindon district of Uttar Pradesh today, and the westernmost site is said to be Sutka Gendor, which is on the Makran coast, which lies at Pakistan-Iran border of today. Capital cities were said to be Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Port cities, this is important. Some of the famous ports in the civilization were Lothal in Gujarat, Sukta Gindor, as I told, Makran coast near Pakistan-Iran border, Allah Hindo and Kontasi. These are some famous port cities in that civilization. Now let's look at the sites one by one. The famous ones being Harappa on river Ravi in Pakistan's Punjab province of today, and famous excavators were Dairam Sahni in 1921. Mohenjo-daro on river Indus. This is important. Harappa was on river Ravi. Mohenjo-daro on river Indus. It lays in Sindh province of today's Pakistan, and its principal excavators were R.D. Banerjee, Rakhal Das Banerjee in 1922. Jammu is also on river Indus in Sindh, Pakistan. Lothal on river Bhogwa in today's Ahmedabad district of Indian Gujarat. Then there is Kalibangan. Kalibangan literally means bangles of black color. It lay on river Ghaggar. Today, its present day location is in Hanumangarh district of Rajasthan, Kalibangan. Then there is Banavali, and then there is Dholavira. Dholavira was on river Luni in today's Kutch area of Gujarat. Now let's look at the archaeological finds at these sites. In Harappa, 6 granaries were found in a row. They were workmen's quarters. There were stone symbols of lingam and yoni found, painted pottery, figurines of mother goddesses, wheat and barley in wooden mortar. So these things were found in Harappa. In Mohenjo-daro, which is very important, we found great granary. I think this is the biggest granary. And the Great Bath. This is the distinguishing feature of Mohenjo-daro. And the Great Bath is the largest building discovered so far of the civilization. And there is Pashupati seal, Mahadev Pashupati Protoseva seal from Mohenjo-daro. Then that dancing girl, bronze dancing woman figurine. Then that bearded man, steatite image, that kind of a rock bearded man. All these two cities, both the cities had the citadel part and a normal town part. But Chahudaro is one site where there is no citadel. Citadel is that higher raised portion within the city, which is said to be occupied by the higher beings of the city, the gentler folks. At Chahudaro, the famous things are ink pot. Then there is terracotta model of a bullock cart. This is important. Bullock cart terracotta from Chahudaro. Bronze toy cart from Chahudaro. At Lothal, we found obviously the dockyard. Terracotta figurine of a horse, etc. At Dholavira, we found a unique water harvesting system and its storm water drainage system, a large well and a bath. Dholavira is the only site to be divided into 3 parts. Then there is a site called Surkothada. It is the site where bones of horses were found and an oval grave was found and pot burials were found. So Surkothada is also important. And then at Daimabad, where is Daimabad? Daimabad is in current days Maharashtra and it is one of the southernmost sites in Indus Valley civilization. At Daimabad we found bronze images, especially one of charioteer with chariot, ox, elephant and rhinoceros. So that was the sites and their characteristics. Now some important facts. Mohenjo-daro is the largest site and Rakhi-Gadi the largest Indian site in Indus Valley civilization. But the recent findings have told that Rakhi-Gadi is the largest overall site of the civilization. So what are the most common features of the cities? And this fact will be useful in mains as well and in real normal life as well. First is systematic town planning on the lines of grid system, rectangular cutting edges and grid system. Second is use of burnt bricks in constructions. Third is underground drainage system. Then giant water reservoirs, for example at Dholavira, and fortified citadel. These are the common features. Main crops found were wheat, barley, rice, dates, mustard, sesame, cotton, etc. It is said that the Indus Valley civilization people were the first to cultivate cotton in the world. Animals which were found were sheep, goat, humped and humpless bull, buffalo, boar, dog, cat, pig, deer, tortoise, elephant, camel, rhinoceros, tiger, etc. I mean all the animals of the Indian subcontinent which we find today, obviously. not the horse, because horse is said to be imported in India few centuries back. But there is horse remains found in Surkotada. Then lion was not known to Indus people. That was interesting. Is not lion indigenous to Gir forest in Gujarat? Maybe that was not part of the civilization, or maybe that was also brought into. Then the state of the trade, it was extensive in nature, both inland trade and foreign trade. Foreign trade with Mesopotamia, which was also known as Sumeria, which is by the way modern Iraq, Bahrain, etc., flourished at the time. Let's look at the imports at the time in that civilization. So gold came from Kolar, Karnataka, as well as Afghanistan and Persia, that is Iran. Silver came from Afghanistan, Persia, Iran, southern India. Copper came from Khatri mines in Rajasthan, today's Balochistan area, and also from Arabia. Tin came from Afghanistan and Bihar. Lapis lazuli and sapphire came from Afghanistan. Jade came from Central Asia. Steatite came from Iran and Pakistan's Kirtar Hills. The important exports of the civilization were agricultural products, cotton goods, terracotta figurines, pottery, certain beads, conch shells, ivory products, copper, etc. One thing is important that this was not an iron age. Therefore, iron was not known to the people. The Sumerians referred to trade relations with Maluha, which was the name given to the Indus region at that time. Maluha, which can be said to be modern India. In Afghanistan, the Indus Valley sites are Shatughai and Mundigak. Shatughai and Mundigak. Currency system, there is no evidence of coins, so it is assumed that barter was the normal method of exchange of goods. Of course, the Indus civilization was largely and primarily urban in nature. There was no clear-cut evidence of the nature of polity, but it seems that the ruling authority of Indus civilization was a class of merchants. The Harappan people didn't worship their gods in temple. In fact, no temple has been found. But there is an idea of religion permeating through the civilization, which can be deduced from the statues and figurines found. Most commonly found figurine is that of Mother Goddess. There is evidence of prevalence of yoni worship. The chief male deity was the Pasupati Mahadev, that is the lord of animals, which can be said to be one resembling Proto-Siva, which was represented in seals as sitting in yogic posture. He is surrounded by 4 animals and 2 deers appear at his feet. So there was prevalence of lingam worship as well. Thus, Shiva and Shakti worship, the oldest form of worship in India, appears to have been part of the religious belief of Harappan people. The remains and relics also reveal that animal worship, tree worship, and nature worship were also in vogue in those days. Script. It was pictographic in nature, found mainly on seals. It has not been deciphered so far. Writing is said to be Bostopedron, that is from right to left, like that of Urdu, and from left to right in alternate lines. So it was like a snake-like thing, and it has been referred to as Proto-Dravidian script. The oldest script in Indian subcontinent is Harappan script, but the oldest deciphered script is Brahmi script, known from about 5th century BC. Most later Indian scripts developed from Brahmi. So in the civilization, the seals were mainly made up of steatite, a form of rock. Humpless bull is represented in most of the Indus seals. Then the type of burial was that of complete burial for the dead. The origin of the swastika symbol can be traced to the Indus civilization. Causes of downfall of civilization are attributed either to floods or deforestation or migration or some infighting or some wars. Majority of scholars believe that the makers of this civilization were Dravidian. Anyway, contemporary civilizations around the world were Mesopotamian and today's Iraq, Iran region, Egyptian and Chinese civilizations. So that was it about Indus Valley civilization. In the next podcast, we will study and learn about the Vedic civilization. Thank you.